So I'm in more or less northern Arizona today. On my way home after searching for rock. And keep in mind, this is constructed in 1918. So the Spanish have been roaming these lands for almost 150 years before this, at least, and never found gold. After the gold rush of California, miners began to figure out what they were looking for and found gold all over Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, a lot of silver in Colorado. Look at this. 4 million tons of ore. That's just the raw stuff. Producing 397,000 tons of copper, 221 tons of silver, and 5.5 tons of gold, hauled by burros down the valley. At a later point, there was a tunnel that went out, and unfortunately we can't see it. We're about 1,500 feet above elevation. A tunnel that went through this mountain 2.5 miles long. And this is how they came and went. And they lowered down all of this equipment. And the rails. You can see the rail segments about 6 feet each. And here is the anchor. And this is a steel structure that replaced a wooden structure. You see the big cable wheels at the top. And you would get lowered down almost 2,000 feet deep. By standing, I would imagine they made 2 or 3 people standing here in this little metal bullet container. Oh yeah, they would have shoved in at least 3 miners into here. And then brought it over to here, maybe, and then lowered it down 2,000 feet, 1,900 feet down there. So deep, I can't even see the end. There's a lighting that goes all the way down there. Let's see, here's some comparisons. The Great Pyramid of Egypt, didn't even get 500 feet tall. Empire State Building. Yeah. This shaft, deeper than all of those. So we're standing on the center segment of the main United Verde extension shaft. The water level is at 1,300 feet. Wow! So they had to pump out water for another 600 feet. This is why this country was once and still could be one of the greatest, if not the greatest country on earth. Because this is all done by people their own free choice. Capitalism created all of this. Yeah, the wages weren't much back then. I'm sure it was appallingly, but it was obviously good enough to entice people to do it and make a living. And it looks like they later found a lot more copper up here in the canyon. This is the community of Jerome. Let's see if I don't have a very good lens today. But free people making their own way in life created all of this. Well, here's all the gears and motors and motions and do it. Absolutely amazing. All this created, every nut, bolt, beam, whole process by people aspired to be their best at making something new to sell into the marketplace. And today we have government literally crushing that hope and those dreams for many industries, especially in California, but all around the United States. An absolutely despicable act of government. Absolutely amazing infrastructure. And there's still a lot more gold and silver to be had in this country out west, especially in California. And we've got all the do-gooder, tree huggers, earth worshippers saying it can't be done. Look at that. Stock went from 15 cents a share to $35. During the years of 1919 to 1938, the Audrey head frame lifted 3.6 million tons of ore. I went through that. The profit was immense, averaging in excess of 70%, lasting all the way up until the Great Depression, another government-caused catastrophe. Oh, haven't we learned that it keeps repeating itself? The hands of government bring upon recessions and depressions.